like make a noise, like something really loud to wake yourself up.
Blah!
Whoa! How's it going, movie lovers? All right, so we recently saw Star Wars 9. I don't know the name. Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. Come on, bro. Come on.
I'm sorry. I don't care enough. So we're filming it a little later. Sorry if our opinions are our memories a little foggy, but we're trying our best here. So right now we'll just start off with a little bit of a recommendation. If you haven't seen it yet, but it's kind of old at this point, so where are you at?
Yeah. Where you been?
Overall, my opinion, 9 made the first 2 movies almost worth watching. It felt like a genuine Star Wars movie again. I would recommend seeing it if you've seen the first 2. If you have not, forget about it. Star Wars ends at 6 movies. But they did good with this one at least, and I think it was a redeeming movie for that new trilogy.
Unlike the first 2, this one made me happy. I had fun with it. First 2, I was just like, oh. This one, I was just like, okay, yeah, there it is.
Your opinions don't ever seem grounded with reality.
Well, come on.
That was just a summary of noises.
Well,
it was like, ooh.
You've made noises.
Like, oh.
Do you not have reactions in your head like, ooh, yeah, ooh?
See, this
you
part,
don't have
I was
those?
like, oh wow, and then that part, I'm like,
No. The first 2 movies, I was like, oh, come on. Oh, they're doing this now. Great. They're doing that now. Oh, great. This sucks. And then episode 9, I was like, oh, they're doing this now? Oh, this is great. Wow. And that was, yeah.
Right.
See?
Luke, you want to chime in?
oh yeah.
Valid.
Okay, so I'm a little bit weird when it comes to this. I didn't enjoy episode 7 as much, and then I liked episode 8 probably more than the average person. Actually, way more than the average person, because there were parts of it where I really enjoyed it, besides the casino scene, because everybody knows that part is crap. But the parts where I know we're doing episode 9, but just hear me out about this. The parts with Luke and Rey on the actual planet of the old Jedi Temple, I thought was really, really well done. And in this movie, it seemed like that was all the parts of the movie, was the good parts of episode 8. So I thought that was really well, except for the first 10 minutes, which I thought was really, really fast.
So now it is spoiler time. So go away if you haven't seen it. I don't know how you haven't seen it by now, because I thought I was the last one to see it. But whatever. You've seen it now. Everyone who hasn't is gone. Good. You know what? Let's just start with the idea of how was the plot for a Star Wars movie?
The same as the original 3 Star Wars movie.
I feel like they were cutting their losses. The first 2 were rough. And they was like, let's go back to our roots. We'll resurrect the villain from the old trilogy, or from both trilogies, and just keep it the same through all 3.
What I gotta say about that is they were trying to do that with the first 2, and what made them flop so bad is because they failed at copying the Death Star 3, technically.
7 was a recreation of 6, or not 6, 4, basically.
Yeah. I think 8, they were trying to be original, and it just crashed.
I don't think
and
they
burned.
were, though. Because 8 was pretty similar to 5 when they were on Hoth.
True, but they're still trying to survive.
They're hiding from the Empire coming in.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the end is the big fight scene.
Yeah, so they've been trying to copy the whole time. The original, trying to copy off of the success of the original trilogy.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. They tried to.
The last time they did it well.
it's like Disney came into play, and then they're like, all we've been doing is remakes now. So I know you guys won't do a remake, but how about we redo the same thing with different people?
Yep.
But we keep the same people in it too. Like, it didn't seem very well planned out. I think they just made a quick. Like, if Disney ever made an impulse purchase, it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think they should have kept the director the same for all 3 movies. Like, because episode 7, it was J.J. Abrams, then it was Rian Johnson, then it was J.J. Abrams again. It's just like, episode 8 sticks out as being very, very different. And it's just like, okay, well, this is obviously a different director than these 2 movies.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Ryan.
Yeah. I don't think Rian Johnson's a bad director. It's just, it was a lot to take on because it was episode 8. He should have gotten like a spin-off movie, or like not not the middle movie.
Yeah,
in a
not the middle
trilogy.
of the trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Should have had like Plo Koon, How I Survived Order 66.
That's a different
Something like
discussion.
that.
Yeah, Palpatine. I don't understand why they brought him back. How is he alive?
Money.
He's cool.
Was he thinking this? Okay, it worked for the last couple. He was a great villain. Let's just get him back. Let's just get him back, and he'll save everything for us.
Here's my theory. I think Ian McDermott, the guy who plays Palpatine, was just like, hey, I've been in every single Star Wars movie up until this point. I haven't been in Episode 7 or Episode 8. He goes up to whoever runs Lucasfilms and just slaps a script on their desk. And it's just like, what do you got? Get me in there. And they're like, okay.
He goes, do it. Do it. I like how in the end he sucks the soul out of both of them or whatever and he mega evolves.
Yeah.
And he gets the little red detail.
I like how he said do it. 10 out of 10.
I mean, personally, I would have liked the little lightsaber battle there because I don't like how Rey killed Palpatine. Just he's taking down entire battalions of ships.
Yeah.
With just his hand and lightning,
That's
but
true.
he can't break through two lightsabers.
It's true.
Like she's just taking on that entire blast with two lightsabers, and she just gets to push it back at him.
Well, it's a Palpatine versus a Palpatine.
I guess, but like, I would have liked to see an actual battle there, and
It's
not just
true. It's true, as in like this is the end of a huge franchise.
yeah. And it feels like they cut it
And-
down to put it in game perspective. Like they cut it down to push A, push A, push A, push A, push A.
I guess this is kind of this opinion, but the original trilogy didn't have really like epic lightsaber battles. The original trilogy.
They didn't have like epic lightsaber battles, but there was a conflict in melee.
It
Like,
was
it's
there, but it's not like it's the biggest factor of Star Wars. I think the biggest factor of Star Wars is the Force, and they just wanted to show their Force power, I guess.
Well,
Like,
think how they killed him off though. Vader picks him up and throws him down a hole.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think it's like even Luke and Vader in Empire Strikes Back and in Return of the Jedi, their lightsaber fights weren't very action packed.
No.
No, that
Unlike
that,
the prequels.
yeah, that has been an interesting thing. You'd think there'd be more emphasis on them, but
Yeah.
I guess you did get it with Rey and Kylo fighting.
I think that was like the big.
That was-
okay.
that
here's
was-
your
that was pretty
lightsaber
cool.
fight.
But I didn't like how clear cut the plot seemed. Like they put all their cards on the table right at the start, so you knew exactly what was gonna happen. Like when she's in the pit and she's heals that little snake boy.
Yeah.
When I saw Kylo show up on the planet with her, I was like, she's gonna like stab him and he's gonna like almost die and she's just gonna be like mercy sort of thing, isn't
Well,
she?
I didn't think she was gonna. I didn't. Honestly, it surprised me. She got a stab on him, but I'm like, but she's gonna kill him. Like
Yeah.
after he was
Yeah,
stabbed, I was
no,
like,
like-
okay, she's gonna.
Yeah.
I like the memes. This is like Obi-Wan by Qui-Gon. 1 second, I'll just force heal, bro.
Yeah.
1 second, bro.
No, stay alive. Obi-Wan. No, I want to be master.
Yeah.
Obi, I want to be master.
According to from what I've heard, at least, it's supposed to be a Sith power. Is that correct?
Oh, that could be true.
Okay.
Because you are healing, you're creating life. Right, the fight between Kylo and Rey. Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. I will say I didn't expect her to stab him when she did.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, I expected more of a conflict inside her before she actually just loses control and
Yeah.
stabs him through the gut. But
Well, okay. So what actually happened was like, Kylo kind of had her pinned, and then all of a sudden like Leia was just
yeah, like
was like Ben, and then all of a sudden like Rey just like jumped at the opportunity, was like, ha!
yeah, she just wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought there was gonna be an internal conflict and she'd have the open move and she'd do it.
Mhm.
I forgot she hit him when he was down.
Yeah,
like,
Right, he was gonna win.
Well, he was like mid like thrust. Or
So who
whatever,
are the more
like-
powerful Jedi or Sith? Skywalkers or Palpatines?
Definitely
I think it's-
Palpatine's.
I think it's Skywalkers.
She died trying to send him a voicemail.
Who died?
Leia.
Oh.
She died sending him a voicemail. Like,
We don't count
Yeah, he said.
Leia.
Well, all she said was Ben.
Okay, you gotta think who you're comparing here. You got Darth Vader and Palpatine. You got Luke and Ben.
Luke's biggest feat was the force projection thing from episode 8, though. Palpatine's biggest feat was taking down entire
That's fair.
ships.
That's fair.
Because
Yeah.
if you think about it, there's only 2 Sith,
Yeah,
and there's X amount of Jedi.
it's true.
Because the Sith obviously keep betraying each other, so it's like you can't have that many.
Yeah.
like in lore, they previously had a ton of Sith, but they all just kept betraying each other.
Yeah, that was the main downside.
So basically, the Sith side of things is built up on betrayal, knowing I'll raise up a Padawan that will soon kill me. Palpatine had like 3, didn't he?
Three.
If we count Rey.
He had Darth Maul, he had Count Dooku, and then he had Anakin.
Oh, and no, 4, so Rey.
Yeah.
And then General Grievous, I guess, wasn't a Force user, but
Well, General
He would
Grievous
have
was
been. I think.
General Grievous was Dooku's Padawan.
in a sense, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was a Force user.
He just swung
He's
around lightsabers.
too much robot to have Metachlorians.
But
I just think inherently he wasn't. He didn't have the ability. He was just a warlord before.
people make the mistake that Grievous was a droid. He wasn't. He's not completely droid.
Yeah, no, he's
Right,
basically
right, I know
cyborg.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that.
yeah. But back on topic.
Yeah. Yet
no.
again, back to
We
topic.
should just make this a review of the entire Star Wars.
Yeah,
Really,
we'll have to
really.
do something later.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, cone droid. I want to talk about cone droid. What? Besides giving one little bit to push them in the right direction, what was his purpose? Like what?
It was kind of funny.
Was he though?
I laughed a few times. I think. It's like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah, but you're just like, why is he here?
He gave
didn't
some sort of
bother me.
he gave some sort of information that was important.
Yeah, but think
I
about
forgot.
think about this. Could BB-8 have just rolled up, plugged into the ship, and been like, I now know the information, and
Well,
Conehead is completely useless.
R2 made raised him back, not BB. Or BB-8 didn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
BB-8.
right.
Yeah. So think of it like that. Could BB-8 have just boop, and his character's whole point is gone?
Yeah, probably.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that-
why he was a droid, not like. an
It
actual character.
seemed extremely unnecessary to have that.
It was kind of
character.
cool to see how it was like an older droid, though. You know, it was like the old school type of Star Wars droid. That was kind of cool.
You
Well,
could tell
they
he was
could have had
abused
him
and
rolling
stuff.
around. I just don't see why he had to be part of the entire movie.
Yeah, it wasn't like a big part. I
Yeah,
guess.
it just every time I saw him, I'm like, why are you?
You know
here?
why? I think he has a pop figure already.
Oh my gosh. Maybe
So-
that
he's
might
so
be
cute.
it. They've been really bad about introducing things just to sell merch on in these movies.
People are gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, Cone Droid's so cute. He's a lampshade and a wheel."
Yeah.
He's a knockoff of the lamp from Pixar.
Right,
That's what he
right,
is.
I want the lamp from Pixar to get its own movie. Anyway,
It's a horror movie. There's a bunch of eyes just running. That'd
I'd
be
pay
great.
a lot of money to see that.
It's just called Lamp.
lamp.
The kiss.
The Kiss.
I loved it. Loved it.
You liked it? Woo! Okay, to
That was
be
great.
fair, I had the family tree mixed up in my head. For some reason, I thought Palpatine was Anakin's dad at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I figured it out later, like after I saw that scene, but that was really disgusting when I saw it. I thought they were like first cousins or
Incest,
something.
like incest.
I was like, oh.
Oh no.
Well, okay.
But
Incest wouldn't be that new to the Star
It
Wars
wouldn't
franchise.
be. I thought they were
That's
redoing
true.
it.
That's true. Yeah, they're like, well, if we're bringing things that worked in the first one. Oh no. I just wish Rey died instead of Ben.
I think they made Kylo so much more likable as the series went along, so that would be why.
Everybody
But I
liked
think
him the most
but-
anyway.
It makes sense why they killed Kylo.
Yeah.
Because if
it
you
does.
think about it, that's the end of the dark side.
The reason, like, I like that Kylo died at the end because it made the kiss more meaningful. Like, if they both
Yeah.
stayed alive, it would have just been awkward.
I
Right,
didn't
was
like
saying
how
one of
he
them had
just
to die.
dropped dead. No, he just it felt like he threw himself
They
back.
kind
Well,
of
he just did, he pulled a Ben Kenobi and just.
Yeah.
I liked that. I did like to see, like, oh, we got to see another person fade away into nothing.
I would have liked to see him as like a Force ghost later on.
I think so. I think that's what they were trying to imply.
Yeah,
is
but
that
I
he
would
gets a
have
Force
liked
ghost.
to, like, I don't know if he was dead on the dark side with all those other Siths or if he's dead on the light side and he's with the Force ghost sort of thing.
well, Anakin had a Force ghost.
Yes, but we don't.
Yeah, you redeem
Like-
yourself, you get a Force ghost.
I guess, but Kylo kind of symbolizes the death of the last Sith because
He turns-
they were
he
supposed to
turns
live
good,
on.
Like, okay, he turns good, so, like, does he technically become a Jedi? Like,
I think symbolically, like, I think when he throws away his lightsaber, I think that was it.
that's
Maybe.
the death of Kylo Ren. I did
Yeah.
like to see Harrison Ford back in the
Oh, yeah.
Han Solo back.
Imagine
That was
how
nice.
much that costed him.
That was
the
nice.
studio to get Harrison Ford back.
Yeah.
Because he hates Han Solo.
Yeah.
But that was nice. That was like,
Like they probably called him up. Hey, we need you to be Han Solo again. You killed me!
Better be a lot of money.
No, Force Heal, bro. Force Heal. we Force Healed you, bro. No, I actually kind of wish it was Han Solo's Force Ghost instead of Han Solo Vision.
He wasn't a Force user, though.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't get that.
I don't know. Like, I thought that was the whole thing, is that he had to struggle in believing the Force, but I thought he, like, in the end, he's like, the Force is real, you know?
Yeah, but he's that's a Jedi thing that gets the Force ghost.
You only get to be
You
a
don't
Jedi.
you don't
Yeah,
see
no,
anyone
that's
else with the
that's
Force.
actually
Okay, so
Yeah.
you have to only be a Jedi.
They live on through the Force.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay, I wasn't sure because it was like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would have been, but no. I really did like that scene of the death of Kylo Ren in that sense. Of
Yeah,
him
that was nice.
fighting and redoing the scene with Han Solo.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
I did for just a split second think he was gonna re-stab Han. It's just like,
Dude,
Does
come
this
on,
hurt? Does this hurt?
dude.
Can you feel this?
I am in your head. You are just hallucinating me right now. You're gonna stab me
I
like
kind
that.
of guessed it from the first movie that Kylo Ren was gonna turn good.
Oh yeah, no, they were hinting at it pretty well because he was so
Pretty easily.
conflicted about trying to follow Anakin, but even
Yeah.
Anakin changed sides in the end. So like,
Well, he
he was true-
probably didn't know that though. Who
I'm
knows how
sure
much he
Luke
knows?
told
People
his
knew-
story to everyone.
People
Okay.
knew the name Anakin Skywalker, right?
Yeah, Luke had to have told everyone what happened.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the new Jedi coming in, like, even Vader has a heart.
Yeah.
So, for me, felt like an actual Star Wars movie. That one, if they would have just made an extra half hour and summed up the first two, that could have been a standalone film in itself. I don't think we needed the whole trilogy. But at the end of the day, I really did enjoy it. If they were trying to make a new generation of people that are like, Star Wars is the best movie ever, if they would have made 3 of those movies, maybe. But I can't put it up there with all the excessively amazing movies because it's just it was a fun watch if you are a Star Wars fan. I can't go much past that. So I will say 3 out of 5 stars.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
I know I say that a lot, but it wasn't a movie that I will go back and watch again unless I was with a group of people and they wanted to. But it wasn't bad, so I can't throw it to the last 2 stars and say it was a bad movie. It was a good close to a crappy trilogy.
Yeah, I absolutely loved the movie, had a lot of fun with it. It's not the perfect movie, not the perfect Star Wars movie either, but compared to the first 2 movies of this trilogy, it was just like, what a nice surprise. I thought this was gonna be garbage. I wasn't expecting much, and it surprised me. Just had a lot of fun with it, watching it, and was a little skeptical, but it was a lot of fun. So I'm gonna give it probably 4, maybe even 4.5. Like, I really did enjoy this movie a lot.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
I'm weird when it comes to Star Wars. I like the prequels the best.
Oh my god.
So, okay.
We are gonna get hate.
Yeah, I like the
Episode
prequels
2.
a lot too.
Yeah, episode 2 I know is trash, but episode 1 and episode 3
Solid.
are really solid, I feel. Like CGI, you can talk about whatever you want. The sequel trilogy is the worst trilogy, but not by much, because I'm a weird Star Wars fan. I'm more of the fan of the Jedi and the lightsabers and just the Force in general than actually Star Wars. So I don't know. I wouldn't call myself a Star Wars fan. I'm more of a Jedi fan. So when it comes to this movie specifically, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, the first 10 minutes I thought was was way too fast. But after that, I thought the twist was really good when Rey was trying to force the cargo ship and then she shoots lightning out.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just
yeah.
like I really enjoyed that scene. And so all in all, I'd say 3 out of 5 stars.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
Just to say, it was just because they could have had more lightsaber fights.
I will say, just to get this last point in at the end, I was shocked at the lack of death of the original characters. I thought they were going to do a clean slate sort of thing and just get rid of pretty much all of them. Like, I thought Chewie was going to go down with the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Then Lando comes in and is like, hey guys.
Well, I thought it would be. I thought they'd bring back Lando. Chewie would be in the Falcon. Lando would be on the Falcon. They'd do some kind of thing that would basically push the resistance to the next level and be able to win the war, but they die in the process. And the Millennium Falcon would be gone too. But I guess, that I'm happy with how it went. They even I believe Chewie was dead. So
Yeah, so did I.
Well, Leia got killed.
she did.
she killed herself.
She did. But I mean, you can't keep
On
a
purpose.
character who is in real life dead
Yeah.
around for long. I was surprised she stayed for all 3 movies.
Yeah,
then-
I just thought you think they would have killed her.
Yeah.
Well, again, they filmed these all in 2015, though, right? Like they filmed all of these at the same time, right?
I don't think so.
No, really?
Well, because I was about to say Jenna Fisher, Carrie Fisher, died in 2017.
Yeah, she was just CGI for the rest of
She
the
was
movie.
CGI, and they found a way.
Yeah,
to,
she was CGI.
I did not know that. I thought they all. I thought they filmed these already.
No,
And
No,
CGI,
it's
bro.
like it's the same way how in Rogue One they pulled they CGI young Leia.
yeah, but that looked terrible. This actually looked good then. Like I believed that it was actually her.
Did they record it all at once? I don't remember.
I thought they filmed them all. Like,
No.
like they did with the Hobbit trilogy.
No,
back
because
then.
I remember in the news they're all just like, they found a way to bring Carrie Fisher back. for
Yeah, I was
these
gonna say
next
I
2
thought she was
movies.
CGI.
Like we found a way. Like they were like bragging about that. Maybe I'm wrong. I could have sworn I remember that.
I don't know any. Now I'm conflicted.
And that's a wrap.
yeah.
Well, yep. I'm Clips, and that's a wrap.